I really need to get 2 monitors. Anyway, so we're gonna introduce console gaming here on the Dire. We got Combine playing that Coddle yet again. We saw him play that in game 1. Sacred here playing the Wisp, so 92% win rate for console gaming with the Wisp, so possibly looking good for them this game based on statistics, but I don't really believe statistics. Brink here with the Puck. Saw him, or no, it wasn't Brink. Was it Brink on the Puck? Yeah, it was last game.
Yeah.
And then we got Darken here again, the carry. This time on Sven. He's fallen off a little bit since, you know, Nakes got super popular, and then Treant here being played by Break. So it looks like Break is going to be the offlane Treant, more than likely. But we might have a bit of an engagement here. Again, both teams always rolling as 5 in the jungle. Have never really fought early on, though. And we'll see if the Darken going to be caught out. Gets stunned up immediately. Nice kinetic field to disrupt the team fight and split it up. But the tether across with Darken onto Deep Evil. Deep Evil could be in a lot of trouble. A skewer over. Deep Evil could be the first blood. He does go down, so Puck gonna draw that break. Now Frost goes down as well, so 2 kills going the way of Council Gaming. Maybe even more! 3-0 right now, 3-1. Looks like someone did drop. Possibly 4-1 as an Illuminate comes out. So talk about not fighting in the jungle, and then they threw down. Gloves were off.
Yeah, the last 2 games no one wanted any fights, but this game a huge fight breaks out, and unfortunately for CG they did get a 4-1 exchange. I mean, that's not unfortunate, but Darken was the only one who went down for them, their carry, but yeah, you'll take 4 kills against one any day of the week.
Check out the gold graph, is straight hacks right now, just immediately starting at a 800 gold advantage and a 500 XP advantage. So basically, like, they did Roche.
I have that glitch where you can't move your screen with your mouse. You have to click. Do you know how to get rid of that?
Nope. I've never had that before.
Alright, I'll just tough it out.
Yeah, just restart, I guess. But so it looks like the tri-lanes are going to clash. We're going to have Treant going against Magnus in the bot lane. So Treant should probably do quite well. I don't think that harass from Shockwave will be enough to ever kill Break, so Break will be able to farm up. There's a chance he could get skewered back to the tower, maybe. But we see the tri-lanes clashing in the top with Darken on one side and the Weaver on the other. And with this advantage going in here, it's already all level 2. Well, Darken level 1 because he went down somewhat early, or before like 2 other kills. But pretty much everyone level 2. For the Dire, so gonna have a big advantage in this tri-lane. And then the mid lane, Brink picked up, I believe, the first blood, but in the top lane, Darken could be in some trouble, but maybe not. 470 could go down first. It looks like he will. The overcharge delaying so much damage that Darken should be receiving, but isn't because of that tether overpower. Not to mention the regen on the tether. So Sven able to pick up another kill there. So 5-1 now for Council Gaming as they take out the Ogre Magi, which is 470, who played a really nice Rubik both games, but I think Rubik was actually banned out this game. Can't remember, it was so long ago now. He was. Thank you, Icon. Soon we'll have a studio, and you will be behind a desk with you will be Bruno, and someone will be your Wepaz. That's in the future. Stop typing in all chat. You're gonna get banned again. More like under the desk. Anyway, still farming up here. Go back to the farming tab. So we got Sven, which is Darken with 10 last hits. Magnus, though, on the other team with 10 in the bot. Looking to maybe kill Break. Looks like the supports have rolled down here. Just gonna have Weaver off lane. But sentries are down, so Weaver's gonna be in a bit of trouble. Skewer back on Break. This could be the death of Break, but he does have a lot of heals healing up from the creep wave. Popping another living armor, and Break gonna live, so a lot being invested to kill this tree, but just not gonna go down too tanky right now. And then up top, yeah, still continuing to farm. That Wisp picking up overcharge early, actually, that's a really good idea. I usually just get the spirits for the extra damage, but that overcharge, it does. Let's read the fine print here. Oh, maybe not. Tether stun onto Crowds. Crowds in a lot of trouble. They illuminate. Oh, just gonna miss. Maybe would have been enough to pick him up, but now let's go back to overcharge and do some reading. I know it like delays the damage or just reduces damage taken, right? Incoming damage reduction 5%. Yeah, so not a whole lot at the beginning, but 20% later on, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, there's actually I've seen a lot of Wisps doing that recently, just not even getting the Wisp balls or the spirits, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think they both can work. The spirits are still really good for scouting out, especially in a tri-lane situation, what's behind the creep wave, especially at nighttime. definitely can come in handy. Have you checked out the last hits recently?
Not so much. I think I just touched on it, but you can go over it again if you'd like.
Yeah, looks like Sven's doing a really good job, Darkin, handling that one. He's got 15. Magnus, second best there in the bottom lane, being handled by Hacks, picking up a nice siege there. And the supports have rotated bottom for Chuanz as well, and kind of pushing Break right off the lane. He's just going to be spamming that living armor, I feel like, for the most part in this early game.
Yeah, so we've seen Frost play Gyrocopter in almost every role except support. We saw him safe lane one-on-one, and then we saw him in an aggressive tri lane, and now we see him mid here on the Gyrocopter. So if this was a best of 5, I'd put in a personal request to see him support Gyrocopter in the next game. But now we've got Break using the Invis. He's a skilled up level 1 of Invis. You can almost stay permanently in, I guess actually you can stay permanently in Invis. It costs a lot of mana because you have to cost it pretty often, but soaking up some XP that way. As now they're tri-laning against him. And Frost in the mid lane in a lot of trouble, could go down. Oh, but 470 rotates over. At least they get the kill that way. But the mid's trading a kill.
Man, I can't believe 470 just came in and ruined that. That was an awesome man fight that was going on between these two mid heroes.
Seriously.
Yeah, they get a nice exchange there. Brings the score to 6-2 for CG right now.
Yeah, Council Gaming having a really good start this game. We can see started at quite an advantage. Started at about a 1k advantage, still hovering there. But XP is about even right now, and I think that's just due to... I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Sorry, I don't know. I was thinking about other things, and it was just too much to take in at once. XP, I mean, with the kills, the Dire... I don't know why it would be dropping away from them. I guess just the lot of solo heroes. And the pulling here in the defensive lane.
Bottom lane.
Break finally possibly going to go down. They pop the RP just to take him down. He's that tanky. They really need to do it. He might even get out of this. That living armor is insane. He pops the invis now, and I don't believe there's any sentries, so wow. RP blown and a lot of other abilities as well. And now Break, he gets glimpsed back, so maybe a bit of a mistake there. Thought he was out free, but another living armor is up, so I don't even know if this will be enough to take him down. And I don't know if it's just me lagging or what, but Break, wow, Break, juking it out. Not enough damage, everyone out of mana, right clicks aren't going to be enough, although the living armor's down. Break should have ran back to the tower, but now is just still juking through the trees. Living armor's back up in 2 seconds, so he can pop it now. There it goes. Just continue. Oh, and then finally gets mana for a shockwave. I don't know why he didn't just run back to his tower.
The jukes are too much for him.
But either way, so much time wasted there by those two supports, you know, not pulling, not stacking, which was catching them back up in XP. And then, I don't know, ring around the creep wave trees.
Dire's bottom tower is under
attack. Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing something interesting from Chuanz here. It looks like Magnus has picked up power treads, so string power treads right now instead of the arcane boots, which is pretty much a staple on Magnus. So maybe we'll be seeing him going into something like a Battle Fury Mask of Madness from back in the day with that cleave. But usually you get in power early levels. Top lane, they're going to dust up crowds here.
We're in trouble. Tether's going to land, it's going to be enough. So Crowds goes down, too squishy to take hits from that burst, and too much stun to actually be able to backtrack. If he's even level 6, he's level 5, doesn't even have time lapse on his arsenal yet.
Yeah, and Frost in the middle lane picking up a DB, so that's going to help him, especially when he pops that flat cannon. Brink is going to have to do his best to phase shift or just get out of the way of that, because that's going to be doing huge damage. They're rotating in 470 now on the Ogre, so it's not a stun that you can dodge as a puck, so it's pretty good for Chuanz in that sense. We'll see if they can make something happen. But no, he's just going to go back to top lane now and try to guard Crowds a little bit on that Weaver.
And for Frost, we saw Frost go Shadowblade the last 2 games. Just because a lot of the abilities went through BKB, you know, Magnus on the other side, and I don't even remember, but there were a couple. So this game, pretty much everything will be negated by BKB, so I find it hard to believe Frost will do anything else but pick up a BKB this game on the Gyro.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Maybe if he feels he's farming well, he can go for a Yasha first or something, but he's going to need the BKB, and the sooner he gets it, the sooner that Chuanz can start teamfighting.
And there's that Treant heal on the towers, just healing them all back up to full. And this tri-lane up top, just dominating right now. 48 last hits on Darkin. Weaver's at 19, so he's doing actually pretty good for an offlane Weaver with only 1 death right now.
Yep. And looks like some more supporters rotating in for Chuanz. Drink is
is wise to this though. He had a ward ups in the river, so he knows what's going on. He's gonna be playing it careful for a little bit until he sees crowds going back there to the top lane.
And 470 goes back bot, I guess, to just do some more pulling, get some more levels, or stacking, going to stack that big camp there. And Magnus, though, second most farmed on the map right now, 43 hits, and you've probably already nailed it, like when you said he's going to go that carry build. Maybe not exactly Mask of Madness, Battle Fury, but definitely carry by the looks of it.
Huge wave coming in bottom, but Break doing a nice job of just corralling the creeps past the tower and not taking any damage right so far. He can tank up a little bit with that living armor, so yeah, I think he's really not in danger of losing any of losing that tower anytime soon unless a lot of support comes in from Chuanz.
Yeah, I mean, it is sitting at full health, and he's got the living armor to heal it up as well as himself, and he can last it under the tower no problem. So he definitely likes when the creeper pushing at his tower, so he can get the farm up to get a maybe fast mech. And an item on that Treant will be really nice this game, if he can get it at a reasonable time. So much heal with the Leech Seed and mech and the living armor. Here comes the first whip gank though in the mid lane. The Dream Curl dropped as well. Brink just gonna back off. Stormhammer comes out, Tether Stun as well with the overcharge. So there's that Wisp combination coming into effect. Already picking up another kill. But now 470. Lots of supports in the mid lane. They're gonna go back, but Glimpse back is Darken. So the Disruptor pick paying off. And they pick off the most farmed hero on the map with definitely the highest net worth. So a really nice glimpse there by the Disruptor.
Yeah, definitely a nice job there by Deep Evil, showing that he can handle that Disruptor as well as the Lina, which we saw him handle in the first two games. Chuanz going here. Nice phase shift there by Brink to
okay, so you can phase it a little, because there's still a cast animation. Once the animation's off, it's instant.
Right, it's not like a projectile you can dodge. Yeah.
It's not like the old Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, or even, yeah, like Vengeful Spirit, for example.
Yeah. Or Sven. But there's the dust, there's everything. Was there enough stun here? There's the time lapse back, but there's a tether stun to a very angry Sven and Coddle, but not going to be enough with that Stormhammer on cooldown for another 4 seconds. And that's how is Brink doing in the mid lane. Third for net worth, 42 last hits, so doing quite well. Gyrocopter 39. So probably the lowest amount of last hits Gyrocopter's found himself with at this point in the game. So far, I'm not Gyrocopter forever in any game ever, but
yeah. No, I like that Chuanz has kind of picked a...
Another Dream Coil drop. Here comes another gank. I don't even know if it was needed, but here it goes. Brink looks like he might have had that by himself. Sacred takes quite a few hits, but it looks like they'll be content to go in the top lane. And Deep Evil looking to make another big play, but a little too far away that time for the Glimpse. What Glimpse is that? Level 3 Glimpse? Yeah, just maxing it up. Pretty much the way to play it.
Yeah, supports for Chuanz finding lots of experience here in the jungle, pulling, stacking, and the like. And on the other side, the supports for CG combined doing really well. He's level 6, and of course the Wisp, we've seen a few ganks already, he's level 7. So supports from both teams doing quite well. CG with a little bit of an advantage, I guess, because of that 4-for-1 trade that happened before the creeps.
Bot lane though in trouble. Break dropped a sentry. They found him out, scouted or skewered him back there with also a stun from Ogre Magi, and Brink picked up his Blink dagger. So pretty fast mana boots Blink, 12 minutes.
Yep, and Hax might be saving up for his Blink dagger as well. He's got just enough gold now, so we'll see if he goes and buys that. Maybe the treads are just because they have the
crowds in trouble in the top lane. The tether's gonna land. They're gonna have the damage to take him out. There comes the Illuminate. That's actually gonna pick up the kill. And Disruptor and Ogre Magi TP'd themselves up, but now they've got nothing to go towards. And actually, pretty smartly, Deep Evil just cancels it. So a bit unfortunate, but at least he can get XP in the bot lane or pull and stack for the carries. And now Brink with an Invis rune here. Looking to go again. 2 seconds on that relocate, so he's going to initiate. There's the Dream Coil, there's the silence. He might not even need the help, but here it comes. Right at the tower again. Frost hating life this game. Just really good coordination. They've used relocate every single time it's been off cooldown, and probably explains their 92% win rate with Wisp. Do you know who beat them, Icon?
Yeah.
Or like how many games?
Yes.
Come on, let us down now. Was it you?
I'm sure he'll... Oh yeah, I bet it was Nexus.
Glimpse back into the kinetic field, they hold break. There's a skewer back to the tower. Courier just strolling by. But Break's still alive, and he still has instances of living armor. And looks like Sven picked up another kill on the Weaver in the top lane, but I'm just watching the ring around the trees again. Because we've seen Weaver die quite a few times already. They know he's right there. Can he throw a shockwave through that? Oh no! Missed by a centimeter.
Did it miss or did the living armor reduce
it? I thought it missed. It's a level 4. That's 300 damage.
Yeah, I don't know. Shockwave, the animation's kind of funky. I think it's kind of wider than it looks like. But yeah, maybe it just flat out missed. They didn't have vision, so give that a ninja mask.
Wait, so what did Icon say yeah
okay.
before? Were they the ones that beat them?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what he said yeah for.
Oh yeah, because in Season 1, Nexus beat Council. It was a match for the last playoff spot. That's what it was, right?
Right.
Okay, so we got that
is off cooldown now. Let's see if they go for another kill.
As soon as you mention it, there it goes. There it goes in the mid lane again, and another person TPing right into the tether stun. God Strength Sven, I think, or is that just the overcharge? Yeah, God Strength. And now 3. Crowds comes in as well, but at least he's still invis. The dust is popped off. Break is there. And this game kind of snowballing out of control. Council Gaming with 5k gold lead, 5k XP lead, 14-5 at 15 minutes into the game. It looks like this could be the second tower. It looks like top tier 1 has already fallen. For
Darken last with that as well.
And Darken coming off of
he's
that.
Only 300 from BKB.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty insane. And coming off of that game when he was possibly one of the fastest farmed snakes. Fastest farmed snakes I've ever seen.
Yeah, you can tell they've kind of used this combination before. Darken, he's got his BKB now, so they're going to look to teamfight. There's really no reason not to. He's quite farmed. He's got the most lats on the map, lots of kills. What has he got? He's 6 and 2 on that spin. So yeah, that BKB is gonna be up, and they're just gonna be taking towers and really just forcing team fights. Even against the Magnus, there's really not much you can do. Magnus has picked up like dagger now, so I guess the Trez were just for some extra damage. Didn't really need the mana boots, but yeah, they're gonna have that, and it's just gonna get out of control if they play their cards right.
Yeah, I expect them to use this relocate in the next 5 seconds, and then Wisp Sacred might just go back and leave the Darken behind to try to push down the spot tier 1, pretty much where the next fight's gonna take place. And I really like how they're just timing that relocate with the Dream Coil. It's pretty intelligent. Here it comes actually, right onto Frost. Frost goes down. Overgrowth used as well. Gonna catch Magnus. Magnus pops CRP. Sacred getting pretty low. Nice kinetic field as well, but it doesn't really matter. BKB walking through that. Now the Dream Coil is dropped. So 16-6. Looks like Sacred did go down there, but now Hacked in a bit of trouble. Frostbot back to be in trouble as well. Darken's BKB has run out. He's taking a bit of damage. Where's that living armor? He needs it on him. He's getting pretty low. Gonna continue to run. They get the kill there. They get that kill. Now Darken's got to run from the homing missile and the Weaver here. Being Coddle was trying to summon him out of there. If he did that earlier, that would have been the best idea ever. And I kind of... This game, Coddle hasn't really done that much. He's had a nice few Illuminate snipes on the Weaver, but haven't really been saying his name a whole lot. And Brink goes down here. It's a double kill from Weaver. So fighting into the tier 1, diving behind. It did force a buyback, so I'd still say that trade was pretty even overall, but at least Darken does go down.
Yeah, not bad. The gold graph seems to be shifting up a little bit towards the Radiant side, so I guess it wasn't the worst there. Not a bad fight there for the Radiant. I don't think Hacks went down at all on the Magnus. Some nice glimpses by Deep Evil to keep pucking the fight. And yeah, I did see Living Armor on Darken there on the Sven, but it just ran out, and it really wasn't used because he just wasn't taking damage at that point in the fight. But then when they had that another relocate coming in around 470.
Well, already that seems so fast. 470 in trouble. That's probably because Io is almost going to be level 11 here, even on a shorter cooldown, so just going to continue running the Wisp gank.
Yeah, and he's going to leave Darken in the bottom lane for now. Probably going to go farm those Ancients. Or pick up a rune.
Oh, did you just mention the mechanism, right?
I did not. No.
Oh, mechanism up on Coddle now. Probably going to be joining in. Not a whole lot of split push to defend, really.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Haven't really seen the Coddle too much, but I guess just farming up that mech and it's really going to help out. There's Brink looking for the Weaver, not going to find him. Just a little bit too late, and Crowd's already out of there.
Now, we see an Oblivion staff here on the tree, and do you think he's getting an Orchid maybe for the Weaver and Mag, or do you think he's just rushing Refresher?
I don't know. I've never seen an Orchid really on a champ. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of champ play, but I don't know if that Overgrowth really warrants a Refresher.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't even know if he's not gonna have enough mana as a strength hero to use that either.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, unless he had gotten Arcane Boots or something like that. But yeah.
Well, we'll see what he builds
An
it
Orchid
into.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'd probably think it's an Orchid. Because Overgrowth, if Overgrowth had damage, then it would definitely warrant it. And I don't know. If Living Armor didn't just get buffed, I'd say they should definitely add damage to that Overgrowth. Now Break might be walking into a trap. Are there sentries down? It doesn't look like there are. Does anyone even have them? No. And am I lagging or is the game lagging?
The relocate is up.
Oh, I just lagged pretty hard there. But it looks like no one fought. God Strength is popped. The BKB goes as well. Nice Overgrowth from Invis. And now Hax goes down. 470 caught in the tether stun. Gonna go down as well. So 2 picked off. Magnus buys back. They throw out the dust, hoping someone was there. They find Frost. I don't think the dust landed on the Weaver. I don't know if it's gonna matter, but a nice RP off this buyback. Caught under the Static Storm, but Frost gets 2-shot, and then Wisp and Darkin are just out of there. Where did they even go? They went back to base.
Yeah, they might come back again.
Oh yeah, they can come back into this. Their teammates are still set up, and they do. Right onto Hax, although Glimpse back, so now it's Sacred against the world. Gonna be a bit of a problem. Here comes Combine with the mech, able to save Wisp at least for a little bit longer. And then Darkin just TP's back to the bot lane. He's got the Crystallis bot up now, picked it up from base. I guess when they went back with Wisp. And now Magnus gonna go down to that Stormhammer. The fight still continuing. Now they go on Deep Evil. They won 470 again. 470. Tether stunned up. Nice Deep Evil. Sacred putting that tether to the max. And 24-10 now are the kills.
Wow, really nice play here from Sacred and Darkin, just showing
they do this a lot.
Probably the strongest with Sven that I've ever seen, at least at this level. And that was just a crazy tether stun there by Sacred, just making the most of it, canceling the TP and finishing off the Disruptor.
Now another tower goes down. All the outer towers are down. The gold graph now curving even more in favor. Been in favor the whole game since the start with that crazy team fight in the top woods. XP now at about 11k advantage. Gold hopping close to 10.
And still no Spirit picked up from Sacred. I'm just feeling that it's not really worth it, I guess.
Is he going stats even?
He
He's level 12. He's got 12. Yeah. No, he doesn't have stats. He's all skills right now still.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, no. Oh, I can't add. There's only 4 of each. 4, 4, 2, so that's 10. It's 2 in stats,
Math too high.
Math OP, I need crunch. Smoke a gank up here though by Chuanz, trying to stay in this game. Or get back into it, depending on your point of view, I guess.
Yeah, and they're just gonna farm up right now is CG. Relocate.
Frost looking for a good Overgrowth here. I mean Break, excuse me. Good Overgrowth on Frost. Is looking for it. Possibly on 3. Or even 4, and then that relocate will come in. They know he's there. He's gotta do something. Gonna get burst down, tries to pop the Overgrowth. I hear the sound, but it doesn't go off. So a nice little catch out there. How did they know he was there? They just drop a sentry on the top of the cliff there.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone can circle things, huh?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
For all the viewers.
All 7 of them. Nice Dream Coil there by Brink into the mid lane. And then gonna blink out there. The Jaunt and Blink Dagger combo. But a nice 2-man RP on the Wisps combo. Gonna skewer the Wisp away up the hill. So a bit unfortunate. Darkin giving chase, trying to save his buddy. Beep boop, beep boop. He's gonna get out of there. But a haste on the mag. Sven not gonna be able to chase that. Not gonna be able to chase that Ogre either, but at least they're gonna get crowds. Maybe not, maybe Frost. Darkin just getting kited around here. And now Sacred comes back into the fight. With that tether up. Now he's turning around. Dust is popped, but now with that move speed too far away after the Saguchi. And Frost gonna run away as well. So 24-11. Did anyone even get a kill? And look at all the health here on 2 Chuanz. Everyone's so low.
Yeah, 2 Chuanz doing a beautiful job of kiting around. RP was used on the Wisp and the Sven alone, but
Frost might be in a lot of trouble here. They're rolling in hot. Oh, Frost is gonna go down. Gets the kill on the creep as well.
Yeah, and almost Daedalus is completed right now on Darkin, and it's fine.
That's gonna be
Dire's
pretty
bottom
bad
tower is under
for the
attack.
next team fight. Assuming he can hit anyone, it was really getting kited around pretty hard last time.
Yeah, those drums are down now. Well, to answer your question, I guess it looks like Break is going for that Orchid. Slow going, but I mean, eventually I guess he'll get there. And,
Yeah, he's not picking up a ton of farm.
Brink? Oh.
That mana regen is
Not
quite
gonna
nice. Gonna get glimpse back, but only about an inch. 470, they'll throw in a stun out on Combine. But he's just fine. He's got a mech. I don't think he can go down to solo to almost anyone. Maybe Mag.
Yeah, and this
with
is
that
really gonna
burst.
help. Right now, CG Sacred's picked up a gem of True Sight, and Darkin has finished his dataless, so they're not going to be kited around as much by that Weaver, especially. Gyrocopter doesn't look like he's going for a Shadow Blade, but straight for the BKB, and it's really slow going. Frost has just been picked on all game.
About 12k golden XP advantage. Working towards the link in his crowd, so he's got the ultimate orb and a ring of health now, so that's about all he's got in his name. And at 24 minutes, given the type of lane Weaver had, I mean, just off lane, so he's making decent progress, but 24 minutes is pretty late for how this game is going and how farmed up Council Gaming is.
Yeah, this looks like it might be snowballing out of control right now for Chuanz. This holograph is looking quite ominous.
Yeah, it's a pretty big lead now, 13k, 14k XP, and have yet to use this next relocate. Probably going to be a little more cautious since they've picked up the gem. And just probably wait for the rest of Council to group before anything is done.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing CG put some very offensive wards. Definitely on this cliff, I guess it's the most famous one, and then as well in between the two tier 2 towers in the top lane and the middle lane. That cliff there is also pretty good for picking off heroes with the risk gank. So we'll see if they look for that. They can definitely start going around and de-warding. There's a sentry in the middle lane as well as that observer ward in the middle cliff, so we'll see. But middle lane, there's a go on here on
Too busy
Magnus.
reading on the ground. But yeah, there is going to pick off that Magnus, so there's that RP, there's that team fight potential. Taken away from Chuanz. And now they're just going to push. Did they use relocate for that? Yeah, it's on cooldown, but only for 50 seconds. And looks like Sacred went back just by himself, left Dark in there. So now he's running back over. Not a whole lot of counter push here. I guess the Flak Cannon, the Bloodlust is going to be pretty nice, but... Oh wow, Invisible
they kinda have
Coddle.
to get close-ish.
Spamming Illuminates from Invisible. That's pretty nice. Or pretty annoying. But it looks like this tower is just going to go down. Pretty much nothing they can do about it. They drop the call down. Will they initiate on this? They get trapped in the kinetic field, but the Static Storm wasn't dropped. Probably still not wanting to fight outside the base. Wisely so, just going to wait for that Magnus to spawn up. Maybe they can get break here? No. Not going to be glimpsed back quite far enough.
Yeah, and right now CG can really just take it slow. There's really no rush. I don't feel like Frost is anywhere close to his BKB, so they have lots of time there. Brink is farming really well. He's almost got a sheep stick about 1,000 gold away. You know, everyone's got their items. I mean, they can just keep farming. Dark, and you can just keep farming. Looks like something's coming out. Is that to him? Yeah, it's a Mask of Madness, so not going to be so easily kited around anymore with that Mask of Madness. And Chuanz, they knows. Oh, there's the Overgrowth.
Overgrowth is popped way behind enemy lines over here. Break going to be pretty much taken out right away, but Darkin then turns and takes out 3, Ultra Kill, 4. The cleave crit is just too much. And Darkin picks up an Ultra Kill to go 20-3 right now. And they relocated back to where they were, so that's kind of funny. And they're just going to call the GG after that. That's just too much.
Yeah, just an insane start from CG. It all started with that 4-for-1 trade. And that pretty much was sealing the deal right from the start. Darkin, Sacred, controlling the game. Nice play by Brink in the middle lane to set up some of those wisp ganks on Frost and just really demoralize Chuanz.
Pretty much. That Ultra Kill crit will pretty much do that. But anyway, so we were Helium and Callie from FMBP Dota. Check us out. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But more importantly, check out CEVO.com and sign up for Dota Season 2 if you've been watching these. About 100 teams have signed up, 50 are in the ready status, so looking for a great Season 2. $500 for first place, $250 for second, and items for third place, so sign up for that. Get involved. If not Dota 2, check out the other games, Counter-Strike Go, Shoot Mania, Call of Duty, Battlefield, League of Legends, I think I keep saying that, but I'm not really sure. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Check it out, and thanks for watching. It was a good best of 3, and congrats to Council Gaming coming back after dropping game 1 and then winning 2 in a row.